everyone, so today I'm going to do the my first time tag. I've seen this on endless YouTubers channels now, so I thought it would be quite a fun one to get involved with. What I will say is, for one of my next videos I thought it might be quite nice to do like a question and answers video. So if you have any questions that you would like answering, then comment below and maybe start it with like Ask Megs or something. So that I know it's going to be relevant to the video, or you can find me on Twitter, which I will link below, and you can use hashtag AskMegs and we can do it that way too. So if there's anything you want to know, then just ask there. And so I will just get cracking with this video, and the first question is, what was your first word? Now, I don't actually know. I texted my mum and asked her, and she said, what did she say? She says, I think it was Dada, not sure, but it will be in your baby book. Most children say Dada first as it tickles their mouths to say M, for mum, I guess. So Dada, I think, but I'm not sure. And it's not very good that my mum doesn't know either. I'm not impressed. Okay, my first teddy. I have two teddies. I think one came before the other, but they were both kind of at my birth, if you know what I mean. So the first one is this little beauty. Her name is Mousy. She's quite clearly not a mouse, she is a bunny rabbit, but I was clearly stupid and thought that this was a mouse. So yes, this is Mousy. She's actually not in bad condition really, considering she's 24 years old, so well, I don't know, she maybe, yeah, she's got a bit of a kind of like scratches on her eyes and her nose, but she's in pretty mint condition. Okay, so my battery totally went. So where was I? Okay, my other bear is Jeremy. He is awesome. He's also not in bad condition. I clearly look after my toys, but he is also 24. I don't know why I went for Jeremy, but that is his name, and he was from my auntie Linda. And my uncle Steve, and I love him very much. He's very cute. He sits next to my telly in my house. So, okay, next one is my first friend. Okay, my first friend was a girl called Mairead. We went to kind of like preschool together, and we were best of friends. She had lovely long ginger hair, and my memories of her is just kind of playing at her house really with her sisters. So yeah, she was my first friend. My first school crush. Do you know what? I don't actually remember who my first school crush was. I think I fancied pretty much everybody when I was at school, and I have no idea who my first crush was, because I'll go on to the next one in a minute, but yeah, I don't know who my first crush was. Probably multiple people. Okay, my first kiss. My first kiss on the lips was a boy called Joel, and it was in year 6 at primary school. Joel was the really popular guy that all the girls fancy, and he knew that I really liked him, and I don't think he ever really liked me, but it was really awkward and horrible because I'd never kissed anybody before, didn't know what I was doing, and we had like this concave in the wall at primary school that people could like, I don't know, it wasn't like even hidden, but people used to like go there to kiss, and it wasn't secretive at all, but that is where it happened, and I was 10. Okay. My first celebrity crush, this one is, I'm actually a bit embarrassed of. It was definitely Peter Andre, and I had a poster of him on my wall when he was in the video Mysterious Girl, in the sea with his six-pack out and his curtains, looking hideous, but I fancied the pants off him. So yes, Peter Andre was my first crush, and I don't know why. If you don't know who Peter Andre is and you haven't seen Mysterious Girl, type it into YouTube now and watch it, and you will be hysterical. Okay, my first boyfriend. So that leads me back to my first crush. My first boyfriend was a boy called Peter. and I think we were probably about 3, and he was my boyfriend, but he was also one of my best friends, and he used to come around for tea all the time, and we were just boyfriend and girlfriend, and all we did was hold hands and cuddle because we were 3 years old. But yes, Peter was indeed my first boyfriend. My first job was in the pub in the village of my family home where my family live now, and I was the pot washer. I used to scrub all the pots from the Sunday lunches at the pub, and I started really young. I don't even know if I was allowed to be working at the age I started, but I did, and I worked there from when I was very young up until I was 18, and so I worked my way from the pot wash to the restaurant to the bar. So I worked my way around the whole of the pub, and then I went and got a different job. Okay, my first gig, I don't know how old I was, maybe 7, I can't remember, but was the Spice Girls, and I absolutely loved it. They were my absolute favourites. I went with my friend Amy, who also loved them, and I was always Sporty Spice. I don't know why, because I'm not at all sporty, but apparently when I was younger I was a bit of a tomboy, and I used to wear tracksuits all the time. Do you remember the Kappa tracksuits with like the poppers all the way down? I definitely used to wear the trousers and the matching jacket at the same time, and I also used to wear a Manchester United kit like forever. So yeah, I was a bit of a tomboy, but I was always Sporty Spice, and I think Amy was Posh Spice. And yeah, we went to see the Spice Girls together. My dad had to come with us and sit in a different aisle because we were too young to go unattended. My first car was my nan's old car. It was a 1995 Vauxhall Astra, so it was very old. It lasted me the first year of my driving, so it lasted me really well, and it was like a bluey purpley colour, and it was massive. So for a little person like me who now has a KA, it was, yeah, pretty massive, but a good first car. My first blog post was in April 2012, so not that long ago, and it was a skincare post about Clinique and their anti-blemish solutions range. Surprise, surprise. And so that was my first blog post, and my first video I think was either in May or June of 2012 also. I started my blog first and then went on to do my YouTube channel afterwards, and that was a monthly favourites video. I thought that was probably the easiest video to start off with, so I did, and yeah, that concludes my first time, guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and as I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any questions for a Q&A video, then do let me know, comment below or find me on Twitter and ask me there, and hopefully I can put something like that together soon. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye!